And hello, everybody. This is Kanuki here, and welcome to your Season 15 Division 5D of GMan and Division 50. And with me, as a very special guest, one of your own, Mr. Vikingkop. Hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
All right. How are you, Vikingkop? You sound in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood. In a good mood with a good beer too.
Ah, very good. I'm also with a good beer. And we have all of these 8 teams who have faced off each other in this week, including a game of your own. We've got 4 matches to look at. Should we just jump right in and see what the results were?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. And so I would need to be in the game. And we are looking at a 2-0 win for Mr. Boomps and his Dark Elves. Very high heels over the, what were they again? The Undead, indeed, of Kiwi Boy. We're going to call him Kiwi Boy now rather than his previous name, which was, well, we'll just forget about his previous name. And then your own game, your first victory of the GMan season, a 2-1 win of the Marvelous Mayhem, MM, versus the Wretched Wanderers, WW.
Which was just fair, but a bit messy.
It was a bit messy, but we'll get into that. You know, you turn the MMs upside down and you get WWs, or vice versa. And some more alliterative action. We had the Hungry Harmonies against Dreamify's Dream Guard. So the Hungry Harmonies was, wait a second. The Dr. Nick is indeed his name. And Irwindor's Old Brothers in Arms against the horror hordes of Jester 77. That was the Khemri taking a 2-1 victory over the Necro, and we'll get into that game as well. So we start at the top, I suppose, with we see dead people again, and the very high heels.
Ooh, I like this report. A lot of expulsions means a lot of fouling.
Yeah, some interesting statistics and well, a pretty interesting game. It was not as clear as perhaps the scoreline would look. We had a game where the possession did go back and forth a few times in each half, with a few sacks and losses of possession. Up in the first half, we had the Dark Elves going through and screening off the Undead, who were getting a bit bunched up in their drive. The Undead pushing up along the right side. And if I would have one minor criticism for the game and the play of the Undead overall, it would be Kiwi Boy tending to leave some pretty loose cages or based cages that allow some sacks on the ball. And that's what we had pretty early on, turn 3, with a base cage, opening up some space, getting the tackle blitzer through to get a hit, a 1-die hit on the ghoul, resulting in a sack and then a crazy witch dodge through like a 1-gap space to try to pick up the ball. The ball doesn't get picked up by the witch. The witch gets cast and then saved by Apo. And then the Undead are still able to recover the ball, but within a few turns, it's again the same situation again. The Undead with a base cage, they have the ball back, but another 1-die blitz on the ball and a few more crazy dodges from the same blitzer that sacked the ball is able to recover the ball for the Dark Elves, and they get it safely in the backfield, and then are able to make enough space downfield to screen off and get their own score to take it up as 1-0 on the Undead drive at the half. Did you happen to see any of this game, Vikingkop?
No, I totally missed it because I was too busy playing Imperium non-stop.
You're an,
But I think I've catch a couple of comments in our Discord.
but it's you're an Imperium addict, but that's fair. I like some Imperium in my day. So then, going into the second half, we had pretty much something of a mirror of the first half, with the Dark Elves basically sensing the opportunity for blood and going for a quick score. Turn 10, however, the ball carrier double skulls on his blitz through after the reroll had already been burned on that turn, and the undead are able to recover the ball on the Dark Elf drive. However, the bane of the undead and mummies, tomb guardians, and fleshies everywhere. The 1 in 9, fleshies not so much. 1 in 9 leads to a turnover with the ball carrier ghoul completely exposed in the midfield. That leads to another blitz on the ball. Bernie Ribbasher, I should say, injured, and the Dark Elves able to recover the ball, go down and score for the 2-0.
It's a strong win 2-0, actually, at this level of game. Also against Undead, which are one of the strongest teams, especially at low TV.
Yep, they are very good before Claw enters the game. But Booms and his Dark Elves are off, and we'll see the leaderboard a little bit later. But with the only 2-0, or sorry, I should say 2 wins out of the gate. So he's off to a strong start in the division. All right. So next up, we have your game. I can give my basic summary of what happened, but I think there were a few moments that we should explore in deeper context. How would you like to characterize how the game went?
It went from, I don't know, it was kind of a roller coaster because I had been away the afternoon with friends, having some fun, drinking some wine.
Chocolate.
I got back home just in time to play the game, right in the mood, and I started playing very loosely, making like a million mistakes, but running away with it. So eventually, all the game seemed to be going my way until I started making misclicks.
And I think we should take a wee pause for one of those misclicks. But first, I'm going to leave a small pause here for your opening turn, where you say you started going very well, which was Marvin on the first turn line of scrimmage hit, I believe, getting a kill right off the bat.
Now, yep, that's all good. We stay. Oh, we get the break. Oh, it's a good hit. Marvin hits like a meteor game. Yes. Good boy, good boy, good boy. So, super gang foul into a stand. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, Michael gets injured. And Michael is... No. We need him back. Oh! That was a misclick. Oh no! Okay, classic Viking doing right things at the right moment. We are not happy like that. That was so bad. Stay this.
And now tell us about how you thought the misclick went. What happened there?
I mean, it was something in which my brain and my hand didn't really coordinate themselves. Okay, so I think it was a foul.
Yep.
Something like that. It was a foul on my plus movement blitzer.
Yep.
which is not amazing, but it's already cool because plus movement is a stat and it's nice. And Ulgila was didn't have a chance to get close to the ball because I was stalling for 1-2 turns max. I wanted to score in turn 8, and then he was just doing what he has to do. Is making me pay the iron price. So he got some hits and fouls, and one of these fouls was good. And then the foul gave it was Michael.
Yeah, Michael got minus movement, I believe.
A movement bust.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I can't afford a movement bust on a plus movement.
Of course.
So let's use the apple. And instead of clicking the apple, I insta-clicked skip instead.
Yep. I mean, it's that automated movement of we want to get rid of that apple, whatever is in our way. We just hit skip.
It was it. I'm going to use the apple.
Yeah.
Auto-click skip. I was
that's not quite how Apple works.
No, I'm not paying attention. At that point, I was not paying that much attention. I was playing, just a bit loose. Yeah. And I kept playing a bit loose. After that, I have to say that some of the blood came back to my brain.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's kind of survival reflect, saying, "Okay, what are you doing?" So the second half was not that crazy stupid as the first one.
No,
at play style, I'd say.
No, I would say the Nurgle were forced to, I don't know if they were forced, but anyway, they did take the opportunity that you gave them to make an early score. I think you had about 4 or 5 turns left in the second half after the Nurgle had tied it up 1-1. And that should be plenty of time. You hadn't lost really many of your key players, except Michael, of course. But you did leave, was it turn 8? Rookie catcher on the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, that was also part of the show. I mean, I just say that I improved my playstyle, that I didn't say that it was good. So in turn 8, I set up for for the classic everybody back defense and just put the lineman in the LOS. But I'm not still very used to the shape or to the to the models of the players in the Pro Elves, so I put a catcher in the line instead. And who automatically got injured and movement busted. But this time I used the Apo properly.
See, you had the Apo free because Michael sacrificed himself for the rookie catcher.
Yes, so Lucy saved her ass.
Yep, so Lucy has been saved. And the other sort of comment from the game is that you had given the Beast of Nurgle quite a lot of unwanted attention, or wanted perhaps from the Beast of Nurgle side, but I think you had 5 of your elves at one point, with maybe 8 of them on the field, all stuck on the Beast of Nurgle, and all voluntarily trying to get him down.
Yeah, it was kind of I don't know. I can't explain. I was thinking, okay, I need to bring this beast down so I can free this player, but for that I need to invest 2 players. And the maths were not working in my head, and I said, okay, do it. Because I know. I was also looking for a lucky removal, which did not came. And I have to say that beast was the player of the game for me, because she basically made 5 armor, 5 blocks in the entire game.
Yeah, the beast
she
was
made
on
6
fire.
armor breaks out of these 5 blocks, because 1 armor break came for free in a failed block that I did to the hit. So basically every hit of the beast was an armor break, which is something. And then she made 3 removals, if I remember correctly. It was big. Yeah. Plus the fact that I could barely escape from her. I think that the ratio of escape was 1 in 3, 1 in 4. So amazing player for the game.
Yeah, I think we have to give player of the game, player of the week to the Beast of Nurgle there. We have to remember her name eventually. But you did give her all the attention that she needed, and
Yeah, I played exactly as she wanted to play. It was fluffy, and the name was so cute. So yes, I should have avoided her as much as possible, but in my head that was not an option.
instead you did the opposite. So overall, we had a good result in terms of the MVPs for both teams, with Barbara Bolt getting yours and the Nurgle Warrior Mendel leveling up with the MVP there. And yeah, not too much unexpected, I would say, in terms of the statistics.
No, the only thing that I'm happy about is that I made like 2-3 passes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of new for me, but it's the pro elf life.
But
and at the end of the day, these add a lot of SPPs.
Yeah, the SPP count was relatively good for you, and yeah, you did your passes wisely, mostly out of the stink, and yeah, pretty good MVP haul for both teams, I would say. All right, and we can move on to the next game, which was a 1-0 victory, but a close match overall, I would say, between the Orcs, the Hungry Harmonies of the Dr. Nick, and Dreamify's Dreamguard, the Chaos. An unfortunate MVP there, giving a bit of spoiler. But this was a pretty classic early bash game, I would say. Both teams sort of doing the classic horizontal conga line screen across and the horizontal push forward screen. The Orcs were able to sort of get pinned in along the left side, but then regroup down the middle and open up some space, and to which the Chaos were unable to fully close down. And again, early Chaos getting some 1-in-9 blocks that caused the turnover, which caused the eventual score from the Orcs in the first half. But yeah, Dreamify overall, I would say, doing quite a lot of dodging, and more or less overall quite successfully over the course of the game, much more than I would ever have done as a Chaos coach. I don't know whether you dodged as much as Dreamify did in this game, but left over, as you said, sort of elf brain still active in the back of Dreamify's head. And yeah, go ahead.
No, I was thinking that as an experienced Chaos coach, early Chaos versus Orcs is always a really, really tough matchup.
Yeah.
Because basically they are like you, but better. They have your skills, they have your strength, they have more block than you, they have better armor, so they are better suited for the Bash War.
Absolutely. And this is a classic early bash game, as I said, and like you point out, the Orcs have just the better tools straight out of the gate. They got the guard earlier, they have more block overall, they outstrength the Chaos, and that was evident in how sort of the game progressed.
Definitely. So in order to counter this kind of matchups, as Chaos coach, you need a team opener.
Yeah, and
as quickly as possible. You need a player with Mighty Blow and Claw to become a threat against this kind of teams. That is Orcs or Dwarfs and the like.
And as Dreamify himself pointed out, this is, this game at 1200 TV is completely different than this game at 1800 TV. And he doesn't, early Chaos do not have the tools, the tin opener, can opener that you say, to be able to break through with the Claw, Mighty Blow yet. He's barely got the block.
Yeah. So also, I've been checking the positioning of this game, and the conga line strategy from Dreamify is something that I wouldn't call that common, but it was kind of funny and relatively effective because it's a good wall of players, but also considering that the orcs have a lot of strength 4 and even a troll with strength 5, going base to base with them is never a good idea.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that Dreamify was carrying with a Chaos Warrior. Because it's harder to attack and it's nice SPPs.
Yeah, I respect that. That's what you want ideally early on with Chaos, is to get as much SPP focus on your warriors, and Dreamify certainly has been doing that. He's got 2 of them before this game, and he didn't get any levels, but yeah, he had 2 already with block, and this one should have also gotten a score here. But yeah, the conga line maybe should have been a bit of a wider screen to prevent the ability of the orcs to come through, which they do. This the horizontal conga line turns into a vertical conga line, which it looks like a very well protected ball, but all they needed to do is get the blitz to get the black orc on the ball, and then the warrior fails the 2 attempts at the 3+ dodge out, which would have been a guaranteed score on turn 16, which would have given Dreamify the draw, but no such luck.
Yeah, sometimes life is hard, and dodging and winning 9 is part of the life of the Chaos team, of any IG3 team. But it will make you pay.
It hurts. It hurts a bit, but I have full, belief in Dreamify that this team. It's just you and I have been there a few times. You have to suffer in the early games with Chaos before they become deadly. Let's just hope he gets there before Blood Bowl 3.
We shall see. We shall see. It's also worth saying that the way, yes, absolutely, the way that the team works at this TV is totally different, because it's not only the damage potential that you can get with development, but it's also the gaming potential with mutations such as 2 heads, extra arms, and the like that you will get in your beast. You can dodge with a 2+ quite easily. You can pick up the ball easier. You can do stuff.
Yeah, but you never get those skills before the 3rd or the 4th level.
Normally, no. Normally, you get the core skills first, such as block or sure hands and the like. So quite pretty a bland team standard, but functional. That is what you need at this level, and then you tailor it to your preferences.
Yeah.
I like to have fake agile goats in the team with 2 heads and the like, because they become really useful when it comes to push a little bit more, pull the trigger and make something happen when you're in a bad spot. Yeah,
there are a lot of fun things you can do with Chaos. It's just unfortunate that most of the Chaos teams we see tend to be the same claw palm. Yeah.
I've been playing 4 years Chaos in the ReBBL, and I haven't taken a single claw palm player.
Is that right? Okay, respect to that. Our last game was probably, I would say, the classic result of the entire game week, and it all came down to, you can ignore the first 15 turns. They didn't matter at all. A very,
it's funny because it's right.
Yeah, a very slow chem return. The Necro were able to counter score. The Necro able to control the second half, move down the pitch. Turn 16, all they need is a 2+ GFI to score to get the 2-1 win. And what happens? Well,
No, but I want to see. I can imagine. I mean,
yeah.
I've had a few of this myself. So it's at the
So,
end of the day, when you play hundreds of games, you get moments like this every now and then.
so yeah, what we have is an absolute disaster with the.
No, absolute disaster is playing GMan 1.
All right. Well, we just have the classic snake of and tripwire snake, and the ghoul failing his 2+ with a reroll, and then absolute Khemri ball shenanigans with, the Tomb Guardian coming across to clear a path to the ball, the throw raw coming across, needing a 5+ pickup with sure hands, successful, and then a 6+ pass with throw, successful, a 5+ catch from a Tomb Guardian, fails, team reroll, success, 2+2+ GFI, all good. Just roll dice, right? It's just
I think that is one of the classic Khemri playbook plays. It's the name Macmaki is written somewhere.
yes, definitely. And I just want to see the going for it for the Khemri.
That's filthy.
I absolutely think that's filthy. 15 success, 0 failure. For the horror,
They tried 4 passes or 2, I guess.
for the horror hordes, going for it, 12 success, 3 failure.
Yeah, but 2 together in the last
Yeah,
round.
2 together. 2 of those. It's not exactly, if you take the average, it doesn't always reflect.
Average is the worst number or the worst way of making interpretation of statistics. So that's why I always say don't tell me the odds. I don't care.
Yeah. So those were the matches, and quite a few matches as they were. But looking just quickly at the leaderboard, Boomps in his Dark Elves. Yeah, you would of course have expected Dark Elves to be early favorites, but he's really taken advantage and taken a lot of his opposition by the throat. Irwindor and the Dr. Nick, both with a win and a draw. And the horror hordes of Gesture 77 and Dreamify, and yourself, the Elven Union of Vikingkop. Those 3 teams all with 1 win and 1 loss. And then bringing up the tail end, we have the Nurgle of Old Yella and the Undead of Kiwi Boy with 2 losses apiece. All right, and we'll just take a look at the levels now. We had for the Hungry Harmonies of the Dr. Nick, his orcs. After they lost their actual thrower, Corn Slippy has become their default ball carrier, and he got the score and leveled to get tackle on his plus agi piece. What do you think of that choice there?
I don't like it.
What would you have taken instead?
Mighty Blow.
On the ball carrier?
You don't know if he's going to be the ball carrier or not. I mean,
With
you're
plus-
thinking of Sure Hands? Really?
I was thinking sure hands, yeah.
Okay, I can give you 2 skills that are better than Sure Hands at this level. And one is Tackle, and the other is Mighty Blow. Yeah, and I mean, this guy is going to score most of the touchdowns of the team. Okay, so he's going to level quite quickly. He will need, say, 3, 4, 5 games maximum to get another level, and then he can go for Sure Hands, for something more reliable. But at that point, he already has plus agility, which is fine, and tackle. With agility and tackle, now I'm thinking he becomes a reliable sacker also. Mm-hmm. So I don't dislike it.
No,
I will eat my words. It's not a bad option.
I agree with your reasoning. He becomes a very reliable, dodge out to sack the ball.
It's a multi-purpose player. which is nice, and definitely he's going to hoard the SPPs from the touchdowns, most of them at least, or he can make the odd pass every now and then also. So yeah, he's going probably to level before the end of the season.
Yeah.
It is short in this division.
And I've said this every week so far, but what do you think of having on Mango Chutney Hill the troll without a goblin to throw?
It's not bad, actually. I mean, it's not fun because you want the goblin because it synergizes, or he synergizes with the troll when it comes to one-turn attempts. But one-turn with orcs is not that. I know how to say it. It's not that common. Okay, it's an option, but an option by adding 40k, I don't know. 40k is also a bench, which is not bad. The troll by itself is a roadblock in this team. It's another high strength piece, which in this case has also regen and now guard. You don't need even to activate it.
Yep.
You just need to put him in the right spot and push players towards him.
And then be really stupid every other turn.
Yeah, you don't activate him and he's not really stupid.
There you go. So actually, we forgot to even mention this, but the horror hordes of Gesture had another fright on the white. Pantera died this game.
What?
Yeah. Regen saved Pantera. Yeah, dead.
Oh, Slayer has lost guard. What happened there? Sorry. That was stupid.
But Slayer, well, yeah, he lost his other white the previous game. You remember? I think you might. I think you might remember that play. And then so he had his fresh rookie white in the game, but then he had Pantera lost to a death that regen. So that was a fairly nice thing to happen.
That's kind of silly, yes.
Yeah, but we also had one level on Accept, the werewolf who took block.
Which is very nice.
Yep.
Actually, this team is looking amazing. So they have a Claw Mighty Blow piece with Frenzy, which is very good. We all know that. Then they have a block werewolf, which is good. 2 whites. One is rookie. Rookie is fine. The other is a killer. One of the fleshies is already block, so it's also good. He's chosen block in space where possible, which is good because block is a good skill.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the other fleshy, Faith No More, is only 2 SPP away, and yeah, looking like a pretty solid team overall. And we'll move on to another team that had levels. Dreamify didn't have any levels, so he's looking pretty basic still. Couple missing goats next turn.
Different home is injured, or it's just MNG?
It's a MNG, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, it's fine because losing a block player early on sucks for Chaos.
Yeah, but Endless Path with a AV bust, not the end of the world. 5 SPP, line of scrimmage duty until he dies.
Or get the MVP or a Kakas or some points and become the dirty player.
There you go. Dirty player is good. We see Dead People again. Had a couple levels up for Kiwi Boy.
No bueno.
No bueno?
No bueno because I'm playing them this week.
Well, there you go.
Okay, we have guard.
Yeah, we already had guard the ghoul, Bernie Ribbasher.
Oh, that's
Ribbasher. Yep. Now has Blodge after getting badly hurt, but still surviving the game. And the other one was Sparkle. Yeah, the second white following.
Mighty Blow, my favorite skill.
Yep. So 2 Mighty Blow whites, no guard other than the mummy, and a plus strength zombie.
one single garter can make the difference at this low TV, especially when it's on a strength 5 player.
Yeah, but he's got 3 bench, 3 fan factor, 3 team rolls. Yeah,
Yeah, the team is complete. I mean, it's looking really nice.
ready to rock and roll. And do we have any other levels? Yes, high heels of bumps. You didn't have any levels this week, no?
No, I lost a blitzer. Does it count?
Yeah, you lost the blitzer. That counts. Do you have enough to replace the blitzer?
Nope.
Oh dear.
Short by 10k.
And yeah, Bumps has been having a hard time in terms of players that don't matter getting removed, but he's, getting the results, so why wouldn't he keep going? And he got ReBBL with dodge to get blodge. So a lineman that was his level this week. And he's got 80k in the bank. He could replace 1, but he's going to probably save for either 4th blitzer or witch elf. What would you think?
I would say 3rd reroll first.
Yeah, 3rd reroll, probably also a good shout.
Yeah, I would go for 3rd reroll and then extra blitzer and then possibly 2nd witch.
Yeah.
This team is looking very good.
Yeah.
This team is looking. I mean, nothing fancy, but you don't need. You don't play dark elves to get fancy.
No, and
Okay, you play dark elves because they are reliable, because they are flat and they are functional. And these guys have a lot of block right now, so already 5 pieces with block, 4 of them with dodge, 1 tackle. This is perfect. This works by itself.
Yeah, and this is a team, Dark Elves, as you know, like even the linemen are basically a level off becoming a blitzer or anything else that the team needs. They're just as good, except a little bit, tiny bit slower. And yeah, we've got 1 with blodge already, 1 with dodge, and 1 with 5 SPP ready to get into the level. He'll be able to replace those, and even the loners will do the job.
I guess that the Witch Elf is the main ball carrier of the team. She's 2 touchdowns away from leveling. So I can foresee that this team is going to be really strong at the end of the season.
Yeah, and I think
that happens.
I seem to recall that Stiletta had a injury. I can't remember if it was a permanent CAS in this game. If I had done my research properly, I'm sure I would have these statistics at the ready. But Apo saved Stiletta from something bad happening, and she was able to get the touchdown this game to get her level. So, yep, I see good things for this team. And looking forward to next week, week 3. Predictions. You like predictions? All right. All right. I will not even make any predictions. I will just let you curse all of your opposition.
Oh, I have the power.
You
now.
have the power. So we have Boomps and his very high heel Dark Elves against the horror hordes of Jester 77 in an HHHH alliteration derby. What would you? How do you like this action?
Okay, considering the teams we've just seen, we have a very balanced Dark Elf team versus a strong
very good necro team. Yeah.
Yes. Necro lacks tackle.
Yeah.
So yes, but they have 2 frenzies. Frenzy is the poor man's tackle. I will call this a draw.
Okay.
Because both coaches know what they're doing. Definitely, I haven't played Boomsy. I have played only Jester. Jester is an old. I mean, it's a player that we know from GMan 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Despite myself brain farting early in the recaps, because my memory is not that good. I mean,
no mind.
Too many names. But yes, now I've played him. He plays very consistently. He gave me a very good and difficult first match this season. He knows what he's doing with these necro guys, And he lost the game last week against Urwendor just because of sheer bad luck.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's Blood Bowl. But on the other hand, Boomsy, I don't know him, but it's obvious to me that he also knows what he's doing. So at this level of development, in which the teams don't have the builds or the resources to really make magic or destroy the other team quickly, unless stupid things happen, a draw is likely to me.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And I think the game with the Khemri and the Necro was the only one that I predicted wrongly from the last round, if I recall. I'll just say it was the only one. And that, yeah, it was just random weird luck, but that's Blood Bowl. And then the second game we have Old Brothers in Arms, the Khemri of Urwindor against Dreamify's Dreamguard. We have a Swedish derby.
Ooh,
Svenska, yes, indeed.
So, all Kronor. And so, okay, this is very open, I would say. This is very open because both teams are at a very rookie level.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not reliable at all. It will come up at the end on who is luckier, especially with the removal game, because both are bash teams. The Chaos is a bit more mobile and has resources to get peaks of strength where needed. So I would trust this maybe just by a small margin to the Dreamguard.
Yeah, I would agree with you, just because Old Brothers in Arms, Urwindor's Khemri had a stupid amount of luck this past one, and Dreamify's Dreamguard Chaos had a bit of unfortunate luck. So if everything balances out as if karma was a wheel, then yeah, Dreamify should get this one. He really needs Claw to really open things up quite literally, but that's not happening for him yet.
Yeah, I can tell you that once you have a Mighty Block Claw player in the Chaos squad, Khemri starts sweating.
Yeah.
Because some Guardians, believe it or not, are fragile.
And I know it well from our classy clan shenanigans a few seasons ago. We have who needs more bash versus bash, but we have some orcs and the wretched wanderers of Dr. Nick. Am I saying?
No.
Sorry. All the other in his Nurgle. Yeah, absolutely.
And this is also a really, really tough matchup for poor old Yella, because his team is still not operational. It's baby Nurgle. You struggle a lot. You can only bash, and you are going to face a team who bashes better than you.
Yeah. So Old Yella again is going to be facing another quasi bash team. But without the needed skills. I still have to give this then to the Dr. Nick and the orcs of the Hungry Harmonies.
Yeah. I would trust if I was Odiela, I would trust Fluffy to get all the job done. Actually, because she's already proved to be a star player in the build.
Yeah, the Beast of Nurgle is continuing to be very fluffy and a star player. And your team, Marvelous Mayhem versus the Undead of We See Dead People Again.
Oof, this is really tough match. I'm going to support me because it's part of the, it's just an approach.
It's a good approach.
An attitude. It's an attitude. I need to support me. If I don't support me, who is supporting me?
Exactly. I usually support you, but this time I'm going to say that the Undead of Kiwi Boy are going to crush you. And
yeah, basically because they have more resources than my team. They're stronger. They are killier. They have also fast players. The ball carrier is really hard to me to bring down. I don't know.
And
This is going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be a fun game,
Yep.
and I'm going to hopefully learn something. And there's not going to be any Strength 5 tentacles played involved, so it's good for me. But no, in a normal 1-to-1 matchup, I see the undead team winning this maybe 70-80% of the games.
Yep, that's a reasonable prediction. But I wish you luck, and I look forward to clipping some crazy shenanigans, bananas from your stream. All right, you still there?
So this game is already scheduled, by the way. We will be playing on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
20 UTC.
Very good.
No, but 19 UTC.
Looking forward to that, and looking forward to all of these next matches. So good luck to all the coaches, and thank you all for paying some sort of attention to us. And we'll be back next week, or I will be back, and we'll see who wants to join me in the booth. But I thank my very special guest, Vikingkop.
My pleasure, as always.
As always. And we'll see you guys all next week. Good luck. And this is Kanuki and Vikingkop out.